You're listening to Ashley Storrie on BBC Radio Scotland live from Pacific Quay, and we have got the scores for Ray Winstone, who was this week's Hollywood Swinger. If you missed Hollywood Swingers, it's a segment of the show where we celebrate Hollywood movie stars who have swung into music. Ray Winstone sang a song from, what was the film, Paul? It was like that Primrose Hill.
Love, Honour and Obey.
And it was, what was the song he sang?
It was The Harder They Come.
And it was actually quite good. I enjoyed it. He did a bit of like jazz ska at the end, but I think I might have been alone there because Billy says, "Blimey O'Reilly, that was rubbish. I give it a measly 5 Kenny Rogers roasters, but he's a bit of a hard nut, so please don't tell him where I live in case he comes round and smashes my garden gnomes." I don't think he was. I think Vinnie Jones would, but I think Ray Winstone's chill now. I think he's like calmed down. Mark and East Kilbride says, "I thought it was a good laugh. Frank Spencer would have a better chance though." Paul, totally right, recommending Cold Mountain earlier, by the way. It's a brilliant film, Ashley. Check it out. Is that not the one where Bridget Jones has got a mad accent in it?
Yeah, it's a very serious movie. You might not like it. It's quite grim.
I've got such a grim real life that I don't like watching grimness on the telly. I like watching drama and fashion and people in Beverly Hills fighting over who Tom Sandoval might have had an affair with.
See, I think that's just as grim.
I don't. I think it's great fun. Anyway, Ray Winstone is in, but hold on, Ray Winstone is in it, but so's loads of top thefts. We're talking about, Her Out of Bridget Jones is amazing though. I didn't even get to that part, Mark and East Kilbride. Thank you so much for getting in touch, but you didn't give us your score. I want to know what your score is for Ray Winstone. How many Kenny Rogers roasters do you give him? Jacob says, "Sounded like you wanted to hear from me earlier. Anyway, I liked it until the noises. Wrote this down and you two said the exact same thing immediately after. 70 Kenny Rogers roasters from the gold mine in Tassie." And that's from our friend Jacob, who's literally in a gold mine in Tasmania, which is so freaking cool. Thank you so much for getting in touch. You can get in touch with us via text 80295 and let us know your score for Ray Winstone. Ray Winstone.
Bet in play. Other things are available.
And then the Swinger, he certainly ain't Jimmy Cliff, but not too bad. So a solid 75 Kenny Rogers roasters. To be honest, I couldn't equate that voice to Ray Winstone, says Jane Jones. By the way, anent is a Scottish word meaning in respect of or in relation to. Thank you so much for explaining that, Jane Jones. I love learning new things. I just hate when I don't know what's going on and I'm just saying nonsense.
Surely you already knew that though.
I didn't. I had no clue. I did ask last week. I said, "What does this mean?" And she's got in touch. She's told me. So sorted and sorted. Kate and Sonny Onan says, "No Sammy Davis Jr." No, is it a question or is it just a statement? No Sammy Davis Jr. I don't know, Kate and Sonny Oban, but she says a solid 89. Ray Winstone.
That's a pretty solid score.
Just because I love the song. Last bit took it down, but I'm sticking with my score. It's listenable. The last bit was the best bit.
That last bit, by our calculations, you should be given 100.
It's like I love just a random bit of ska or sort of jazz improv. Mm-hmm. I think every song, every occurrence,
everyone does. That's why the Scatman went to number 1.
I feel like if the folk doing the news ended it with the weather's happened and they go, "And that's all tonight from BBC Scotland," it would really tune things up. Add a wee spring to my
What
step.
is the theme to Reporting Scotland? I can't remember now.
Reporting Scotland, it's the news.
I don't think it is.
So that's the theme tune for the bill. Anyway, we've got a message from Jay in Aberdeen. I've gave Paul a migraine. Aye, Ash and Silent Paul. Earlier this evening, you were speaking about tonight's theme being lazy. That is the theme tonight, and I had forgotten it. What with the pee getting on my trousers and all
that
sorts.
sounded a wee bit accusatory.
Why?
Because is the theme lazy or the theme is lazy?
The theme being lazy. I think you're reading too much into this. I'll continue reading and see. So I thought that I'd share with you guys that last Sunday out in the West Hill area of Aberdeen, there was a Rotary sponsored lazy Sunday afternoon. It was wonderful. Plenty stalls, and afterwards I sat in my camping chair, closed my eyes and listened to the Ceilidh band playing. Completely chillaxing. Winky face, smiley face. It was only 22 degrees, but that's boiling. That's too hot for Ashley.
22 is hot.
But there was also a fine cooling breeze. Pure bliss. Your rooster points. I love that song, so I will give it 83%.
You do you, Jay.
You do you, Jay from Aberdeen. I loved that. Thank you so much for getting in touch. Oh, we were talking earlier about our friend Thomas who was fixing up his bike and he was in some sort of a hacker house.
The hacker space.
The hacker space. And I looked it up and it's like a place where people can go and fix things and do like little projects. It's like an open, free community space for people to build stuff and fix stuff like computers and bikes and such like, and work together and help each other.
That sounds a lot cooler than what I thought it was.
You thought it was some guy with like cyberpunk gloves on.
Yeah.
With wee light up fingertips
Just
and
like
carpal tunnel
open the wrong door and there's Edward Snowden giving it I'm on a WikiLeaks.
Just typing frantically, talking about the Matrix with those like steampunk things coming out their head. But it wasn't. It's just a nice community area for folk to do community things. So thank you.
I mean, that's nice, but it's a bit, it's not as exciting.
No, but like it's like Jane Jones goes to like general meetings and we thought it was for crime solvers and superheroes, but it's for folk who like trains. So it's just not as exciting. Jane Jones also said that she's seen in the Night Garden and she thought it was super weird as well. I'm glad that I'm not the only one, Jane Jones. It's so strange. Right, let's have another song. You can get in touch with us via text 80295. Let us know what you thought of that performance by Ray Winston. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Also, let us know about your laziness. And coming up this hour, we have got MacArthur Park Life. But next, it's Dion Warwick with Walk On By.
If you see me walking down the street and I start to cry each time we meet, walk on by, walk on by. Make believe that you don't see the tears, just let me grieve in private, 'cause each time I see you, I break down and cry. Walk on by, stop, walk on by, stop, walk on by. I just can't get over losing you, and so if I seem broken and blue, walk on by.
That was Dion Warwick with Walk On By. We have got loads of scores in for Ray Winstone, our Hollywood singer. Lynn Williams, our off-site adjudicator.
Did you try and pull me up for Winstone?
No, I was
and
just
then
trying to say it
went
all the different
Ling?
ways.
You've heard it both ways?
Yes. Now I've said it both ways. Lynn Williams, our off-site adjudicator, said, Hollywood Swinger Time, Ashley Storrie, eagle-eyed viewers will remember young Ray Winston in A Fujism Pet in the 80s. So I give Ray a decent 65 Kenny Rogers roasters for a decent, not perfect performance of a jaunty wee tune. Not that bad, apart from that weird bit at the end. What are you talking about, Lynn? That was the best bit. It was so fun and
It was
free.
the best bit. We need to get it back up again, maybe replay it.
We do. Spin says, I don't know what to think of Ray Winston's performance other than I don't really like it. 40 Kenny Rogers roasters. Francisco Flamenco gives 75 Kenny Rogers roasters. Doriaman gives 65. Annie and Polly gives 37 and 58. Pip and Freddie, 78 and 19. We have had some queries from new listeners of what exact value does a Kenny Roger roaster have? Well, 1 is rubbish and 100 is great, the best, amazing. So, to be fair, anywhere in between there is the number you're looking for. It's just a 1 to 100 scale. And that's what I
Just
get.
looking for.
Well, Paul looks for the ska moment from Ray Winstone and his great performance that I thoroughly enjoyed.
Right, here we go.
Here's the skibbity boo bit. Are you going to play it? That was the bit. Do you know what? I can do without the first bit, but the bit where he sounds like a cat on heat is my favourite bit.
Oh, the start bit's the best.
No, the wow is the best. Oh no, it's fun. His mouth
Oscar for Ray Winston, just for
is
that movie alone.
the instrument, and I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I'm glad that we got to play it back, Paul. Thank you so
So
much.
we had a score here from Ryan who said it's 75, and then because we've replayed the bit, he said 85.
Yes, yes.
He literally changed his score.
1 up. Huzzah. Kate and Sonny Oben says, I imagine you and the silent one do that walk on by. And thanks for me missing. Oh, I don't know what you're saying, Kate and Sonny Oben, but I love to hear from you and I hope you're well. I don't know what that's. Can you decipher that? Paul. No, Paul's staring at me.
I'm trying to read it.
Good evening, Ashley and Silent Paul. We got a score of 35 for Ray Winston's confident karaoke performance. This is a dad performance at best. Leanne has more to say, but I can't be bothered. So, which is fair enough. Thank you so much. You know, still, this is like, Paul is like looking at the Rosetta Stone and trying to work out what this text means. But, oh, she missed out a B in Onan instead of Sunny in Oban. So that's...
There you go. Yeah, so you've pulled her up for something. She's then explained it, and then instead of just reading it and understanding what Kate and Sonny Owen was explaining, you just went directly for the jugular.
I did not go for the jugular. Stop picking on me today. I'm very delicate.
I'm picking on you when you've literally just went, what do you mean?
I just don't know what you mean, Kate and Sonny Oben, but that's me for being an idiot, not you. I've repeatedly said that. I'm an idiot. I'm so silly. Here's Peter Gabriel with Sledgehammer.
You could have
so many versions, and they scale from good to bad. Will destroy you mad, the coffee pot rise.
That introduction means it's time for our new favourite segment of the show, MacArthur Park Life, where we celebrate the song MacArthur Park, a Jimmy Webb classic in all of its iterations. Which park of MacArthur Park are we going to park ourselves in today, Paul?
We are literally traversing the worldwide Jimmy Webb as we feature a version of MacArthur Park that not only changes the lyrics,
Right.
but sings them in a different language.
What language?
So it's a pop star, a French pop starlet at the time, called Nicoletta, who's done a version of MacArthur Park. The theme's generally the same, but they don't talk about cakes. They just talk about Luxembourg and love under the guards. I don't know if there's some sort of Cold War connotations there. Luxembourg's kind of caught in the middle of it during the Cold War, so I think there's an element of that in there. But I just thought it was an interesting curio.
How do you say rain in French?
Don't know. It's not. I've looked up the lyrics. It absolutely does not mention.
No, but it would be un gâteau de plus.
Someone. Le gâteau le plus. What's French for striped pair of pants? Anyway, here it is. It's Nicoletta and Le Luxembourg.
With John Bichetti.